welcome to another episode of SMC Reviews. I am here again with my cousin Daniel and his associate Bradley, and we just got out of one of the most anticipated movies of the summer, Jurassic World. This movie stars Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard, and it's about, once again, a dinosaur breaking out of a cage and eating people. Spoiler. So let's do a little background. This is the fourth movie in the Jurassic Park franchise. It's called Jurassic World to make it more modern. Let's start up with the first one. The first Jurassic Park, I love that movie, honestly. It was one of the first movies I saw when I was 5. And it still holds up today, the effects with the use of puppetry and CGI. It's one of my all-time favorite movies of all time. And I saw it at the time we were learning about dinosaurs and watching Land Before Time, and I just love that movie. Daniel, how do you like the first Jurassic Park?
Yeah, I loved it. Pretty much the same thing. Dinosaurs when I was little. Dinosaurs.
Yeah, dinosaurs, little dinosaurs now. Bradley, how did you like the first Jurassic Park?
It's really good. I seen it today in biology.
Of course.
Pretty nice.
Scientifically accurate movie, ladies and gentlemen. Now the second one came out, the first Jurassic Park came out in 1993. The second Jurassic Park came out in 1997. That's considered a really bad movie by some. Looking back on it, I can see the problems now than I could when I was a kid. And some of the cheesy things like the T-Rex getting to San Diego and running havoc, but I can appreciate for what it is, and I actually thoroughly enjoy that movie. It's a decent time. What do you think of The Lost World?
I don't know why I didn't like it when I was little, but I didn't like it.
Do you like it now?
I didn't go back and rewatch it because I didn't like it.
Fair enough. Bradley, how do you like The Lost World?
I remember next to nothing.
Fair enough. And then there was the third Jurassic Park movie. I forget when that came out. I think it was the early 2000s.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Apparently, why doesn't it matter, Daniel?
It doesn't exist.
Apparently it doesn't exist in Daniel's mind. To those of us who do acknowledge its existence, by far it is the worst of the Jurassic Park franchise, but not such as a horrific movie that you can't stand to watch it. You can watch it. It's short, just a general action film. There's some interesting scenes in it, like when the Spinosaurus versus the T-Rex. That was an interesting scene. Totally shatters your... Spoilers for a 10-year-old movie! That gave it some new dimensions, but again, it's not... You can skip it and not miss out on anything much. Bradley, how did you like the third Jurassic Park?
I like dinosaurs.
Okay. Okay, now we're getting on to Jurassic World. I really enjoyed it. This movie's been making money off the charts. It's actually broke the record for highest domestic box office. It's like over 200 million. But it beat out the Avengers, the first one. And I can see why. There's a really important line in this movie where Chris Pratt's character just says, that thing running around out there isn't a dinosaur. And it's true. This genetic hybrid thing called the Indominus Rex gets loose. It's horrifically genetically modified, and it's just running amok, and again, the whole genetics is bad thing, and that's honestly true. This thing is a generalized monster. It's not an animal like, say, the Triceratops they have in this movie or the raptors. It is generally a monster, a terrifying monster that gets out and kills everything in its path. There are the characters, the human characters, like the first one. We all have our nostalgia goggles on when we watch the first one, but if you really look at the characters, they're just cardboard cutouts of caricatures, and really they're color-coded. In this movie, it's the same thing. The characters are pretty cut and dry. Nearly everything Chris Pratt says is a line for the trailer. It's just trailer lines, all of his dialogue. But, they're passable. There's some enjoyable characters. The character Bryce Dallas Howard plays, she's an absolute bitch, not likable at all, couldn't stand her. I will admit the kids in this movie are better than any of the kids in the Jurassic Park franchise, so that's a plus. And won't spoil anything, but the last act of this movie, holy motherfucking god. I totally geeked out, fanned out. like I said, major fan of this franchise, and I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. And there are some references to the first movie in this movie, but it's not like wink, wink, nudge, nudge. It actually serves a purpose to the plot. So yeah, that's my take on it. There's the positives. What are some of the positives you found with this movie, Daniel?
Velociraptors.
That's all you need to say, Velociraptors. Oh, speaking of which, I will say I was a little bit skeptical, like I'm sure some of you were, when you see the Velociraptors getting trained, but they rectified that problem near the end, so don't worry about that. Bradley, what are the positives you found with this movie?
I like the dinosaurs.
Anything more intelligible than that?
Where they put the dinosaurs when they jumped out and stuff. I expected some places. And others are just so cheesy.
Okay. Yeah.
So cheesy.
Yeah.
You could see it.
It's cheesy, but still good. It's a cheesy good. Another thing
people
too.
Were crying.
Who was crying?
There's people behind me.
Were they?
Yes, they were crying.
Yes,
The theater.
right.
They were crying.
The theater was.
About the big one who just went and died in front of them. They started crying over that, didn't they?
Yeah, they cried over everything.
This theater we went to was packed, and they actually cheered at the end of it.
Yeah,
Which was
a round of applause.
That was awesome. Yeah. I cheered. I was like, woo! Loved it. But yeah, that were the people crying.
Everyone got snoring too.
Some of the negatives of this movie, Bradley, we're gonna start with you because I'm gonna go a little bit of a rant here.
Oh.
What are some negatives you did not like about this movie?
I don't have time to think.
Okay, Daniel, who does have time to think. Some of the negatives. Negatives.
Pretty much what you expect with every movie. They don't really talk about their... Well, they do, but they don't talk enough, right?
What do you mean, the characters?
Characters. You can't really... Not really any development. Everything's there.
They're cardboard cutouts, but at the end of the day, you're not there. You're not going to see a Jurassic movie about people. You're there to see dinosaurs kill people. There's a really great scene with pterodactyls in the movie. One of the best deaths ever happens in the helicopter. So what yeah. That's another thing. I'll say this is a positive. A lot of people die in this movie. I'm like, holy shit. Like, all the deaths in Jurassic Park trilogy combined do not add up to the amount of deaths that happens in this movie. Just with casualties. Love that. Any other negatives you can think about this movie?
A lot of expected things.
A lot of expected things. Predictability. One of the major gripes I have this movie is too much goddamn CG. Now, I understand CG has to be used at some points. I completely understand that. I'm not against CG. CG can be done well, like with backgrounds, or like they did with Rise of the Planet of the Apes. What the other three did, they combined CG with puppetry, animatronics, and they melded, and it tricked you. Like, they still hold up today. And back then, they put actually effort into the CG. These days, it's all cut and paste shit. There's one part with the Patosauruses, that's animatronic, but apart from that, it's all fucking CG, and that pissed me off. That, like, at the start, I'm not spoiling anything. You see an egg, and it's clearly CG. Now, I know they've got an animatronic egg in the fucking Universal lot. Just dust the thing off, make a little thing, and stick it in. Like, there's no need for that much level of CG. Puppetry can be done. Guys, you have this Universal Studios. You have these things in your basement. Use them.
Gosh darn.
Just paint them or something. Fuck me, drunk.
Wait, what?
So that's the only thing wrong with this movie. Apart from that, again, big cheesy blockbuster movie, but just as a personal fan of this whole franchise, I love it so much. So I'm giving this a 5 out of 5. This is the first 5 out of 5 I've given this year. I can't remember what I gave the Avengers. So this is definitely 5 out of 5. Watch it. We saw it in 3D. You don't need to see it in 3D. It's a waste of money. Daniel, what do you rate this movie?
4 out of 5.
4 out of 5?
8 out of 10, whatever you want.
Copycat.
Bradley,
4.
4. Okay, so that's it for me, guys. Again, see this movie. Cannot recommend it highly enough. I can understand if some people don't like it, but for me and everyone here, we've thoroughly enjoyed it. The next movie on the list, I think, is Ant-Man.
Is that Marvel or DC?
That's Marvel, and that's going to be questionable. If Marvel can pull this off, then they can do anything, really. So yeah, more on that soon. And see you later. Until next time. Bye.